Welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and on this channel, I'm sharing our journey of learning how to turn our home into a homestead. Today, I am just gonna make up a quick little recipe sort of thing. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go to my friend Heather's house, and she's putting on it's like a get-together / Bible study kind of thing. I've never been to anything like this, so I figured it'd probably good to not show up empty-handed. So we're gonna make up some oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip balls. Just a little bit ago, hubby brought you guys along and shared with you guys what he did with some fermented foods today, and he wanted to show you. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna get all the ingredients together, and then I'll show you what we're doing.
I got the turbo yeast, 5 gallons of water, 17.6 pounds of sugar. There's bubbling every second. This hobby is truly addicting. Got the wife's spicy fermented pickles. Let's see what we can do here. Add this to our hamburger. Unique flavor. I had some last night. This also seems to have some squash in here. I'm gonna try that. Yeah. Doesn't that look good? All right. Let's go to the other flavor. This one has a little bit of tangy bite to it. I would highly recommend this. I'm gonna mix this up here. Wow, look at that. It's gonna be good. Oh, look at this. A jalapeno. Well done, please. A little mustard barbecue sauce mixture. Yeah, well done. Is that enough? I don't know. That looks good. Alright, then put the pickles on top. Stack it. Zucchini. And we have some tomatoes. Let's put that on. So about one. Just to top it off like a cherry on top. There you have it. Breakfast. Let's try this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like how they hold it in the commercials. I think. Let's see. Looks just about right. They hold it, and they talk about the price and how good it is and stuff. I won't talk about the price. I'll just tell you how good it is.
Like I said, these are no-bake peanut butter bars, so we're just gonna, or balls. So we're gonna take 1.5 cups of uncooked rolled oats, and then 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Peanut butter jelly time. Let's do these chocolate chips first. There we go. Peanut butter. And then 1/3 cup of honey, and then we're just gonna mix and mix. That might be good enough. So it says to refrigerate this for 1/2 hour, like this, and then roll it into balls. The refrigeration apparently helps it to be easier to roll up. So we're gonna kind of spread it out so that the refrigerator gets to the center. 1/2 hour is basically up. So we're just gonna go ahead and roll these into some little balls. I don't have a clue how big to make these. Oh yeah, that is really easy to roll. Okay. Okay, balls. We got our balls all ready and we're ready to go ahead and head over to the get together. But I wanted to go ahead and share something else with you guys. Yesterday's video ended up running a bit too long, and so I had to cut out a whole giant segment from it, but I really enjoy it because it's a fermenting recipe. So I figured that I would go ahead and just share with you guys the ferment in today's video in hopes that this one will be a much shorter video. So I hope you guys enjoy my ferment recipe. We're gonna make up a completely random ferment that I think is gonna taste delicious, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna ferment radishes with a couple of jalapeños. So all we're gonna do is just take our radishes. These are definitely not fresh radishes. They're a little soft, so hopefully that won't affect the final product, but it certainly can. These are not organic, just so you know. If you can't get a hold of regular produce, it's a great way to get rid of the pesticides and things that are used to grow them, because the lactobacillus bacteria will actually consume the pesticides and herbicides and stuff that is used in growing these, and it will actually, I think it takes about 6 days from when I was watching, it takes about 6 days for it to consume it. So if you can't afford organic produce, fermenting is a great way to get healthier food. I'm gonna be using this jar. I think it's gonna be big enough. And we're just gonna cut off the tops, cut off the bottoms, and just kind of maybe quarter them. You can cut them whatever shape you want. And then periodically, we'll just throw in slices of jalapeños. It's kind of my plan. In other words, I don't really have a plan. And that is a-okay. I just think this is gonna taste delicious. All right, so now we're just gonna add, real quick, we're gonna add our salt to the water. And I'm doing basically a 2% ratio, which generally is a tablespoon to a pint. So, I mean, that's really all I'm doing. Sorry, battery died. So all I did was just pour the water on top of here. When I'm actually doing this type of jar with the flip top lid, you know, with the spring on there, I don't find that I have to actually hold the ferments underneath the brine. So I'm just gonna find a nice room temperature area to let this thing ferment. You don't want it to be too hot, you don't want it to be too cold. And then I'm just gonna check on it when I get back from town. But probably it'll be like a week or two until it kind of is ready to ferment. I like about a 2-week ferment. I find that it has the best flavor, and it has, in my opinion, and from the things that I have looked up, it also has the widest selection, the widest variety of bacteria in there. So you're actually doing the most good at about the 2-week point. So that's what we're gonna do. So I will see you guys back here whenever I do something with it. We'll include it in the next vlog. It's been 5 days since I made the radish ferment, and so I'm gonna show you guys what it's like at 5 days with a Fido jar. So, let's see if it pops. Yeah, it doesn't usually pop because it does, well, sometimes it will, I should say. It smells good. I don't know what else to say, but it's good. I just took a bite of the radish, and the fermented jalapeno-y type stuff is definitely present, but it's not complete. It's not ready. Like, it hasn't like soaked through the whole radish. It's still crunchy, which it should be by the end of this anyways. As long as you don't let it get too hot, it should stay pretty crunchy. And I'm not going to dip this back in there because you don't want to like cross-contaminate. But here's our made-up recipe. So this is going to be delicious. I mean, it is delicious already, but this is going to be even better when I let it set for another 9 days or so. You can see, I don't know how well you can see, but you can see there's nothing weird on top. There's nothing growing on top, and that's because of the Fido style jar with the seal on it. It auto burps, so it won't build up too much pressure. You don't want to use something you find in a craft store. You want to use something good, like a Kilner or a Fido jar, or I can't remember the other name. There's one that's Italian. I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, just make sure if you're gonna do this style of jar, do your own research and make sure you get a good quality one that is actually made to hold some pressure, because not all of them are created equal. You can't go to Hobby Lobby and get one of those cutesy little jars. They don't work. Not for this anyways. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys took away from it that you can ferment whatever you want. You can make whatever you want, whatever combinations you want. If you think it'll taste good, give it a try. Make it a small jar, and if you like it, great. If you don't, give it to your chickens. You know, that's about all I do. But this one is definitely going to turn out really good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It is a kind of weird one spanning a few different days, but I really enjoyed this and I wanted to make sure that I shared this recipe with you guys just in case you guys want to try something like this. So if you guys are new around here, we just moved to our 30-acre homestead in southern Missouri, and I'm bringing you along, sharing with you all the things that we're doing to turn our home into a homestead. Most of that's here in the kitchen with canning, freezing, dehydrating, and mostly fermenting. If that sounds awesome to you, click this button right here. This is the subscribe button. It's what tells YouTube you want to come back here. Up here is a video that Mr. Google Pants thinks that you're going to enjoy. Up here is a fermenting video that I've made, and then over here is going to be my fermenting playlist. It's everything that I've fermented since I started the channel. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.